Hey everyone, I'm Tassenix, and welcome to Season 77, 5 vs 5 Grand Arena Championship, Week 2, Round 2. My opponent is RØXTΔR, the goodest girl. One of the largest accounts in the game. Bigger than even I am at this point. I'm at 17.1 million, and he's almost 17.5, so he's really got the goods. Yeah, somebody with a lot of Relic 10s, just like me. I really wonder what the Relic 10 is about. Anyway, how's everybody doing today? Get the prediction running. Stick with the 2 or less, 3 or more. I'm feeling as the vibe. All right, let's see. Musras, let's go, Tass. Good luck, appreciate it. Megatron, hey, good to see you. Sprizzle, good luck, Tass. Appreciate it. Ganroth, good luck. Thank you. Brick Frack, hey, man, how's it going? Hey, Tass. How you doing, man? All right. Let's get the stuff on screen and get cracking, yeah? All right, rank 28 fighting rank 26. My 17.1 million GP up against his 17.4. Top 80 GP, my 3.29 million to his 3.30. Zetas, we both have 444. GAC Omicrons, we both have 97. Top 80 average speed, my 169 to his 170. Very interesting. Bot analysis. Plus 25 speeds, my 328 to his 423. 20 to 24 speeds, my 654 to his 651. Plus 20 speeds, my 982 to his 1074. Plus 4% offense secondaries, my 326 to his 167. Plus 6% offense secondaries, my 130 to his 53. Plus 9% defense secondaries, my 201 to his 141. And plus 14% defense secondaries, my 63 to his 25. So if it isn't speed, I'm doing pretty well. Turd Ferguson, how's it going? Sheepdog, welcome. Nooch just raided in with 6 raiders. How's it going, Nooch? How'd the round go? How's the season going so far? Let's hear about it. Yes, welcome everybody over from Nooch's channel. Let's see here. Yeah, relic analysis. Total levels, my 2,757 to his 2,867. Relic 10s, my 21 to his 19. I have him now. Relic 9s, my 195 to his 297. And Relic 8s, I have 88, and he doesn't really mess with stuff that's, under Relic 9. Yeah. I guess there's something there hanging out at the bottom. Something 1 to 4, I don't know. Datacron analysis. Total rerolls, my 9512 to his 3409. Level 9 Datacrons, my 65 to his 78. Level 6 to 8, I have 1 to his 21. And 3 to 5, I have 9 to his 2. Hey, Cosley, good to see you. Darth Leia, good afternoon, Tass, and good luck. Appreciate it. All right, Galactic Legends. Whoa, this might be the thinnest ray I've ever seen. This has to be a scheme to engineer like a bunch of whirlwinds. That's what this has to be. Still very high offense, right? Same offense as mine, but so much less health. And also, another 30 speed, another speed arrow's worth of speed, basically. It's 28, but whatever. Right? Really fast SLKR. Yeah, I love that JML spec. Okay. Good. Very nice. It's very good mods. Jesus, that is... I don't know what to make of that Ahsoka Tano being that fast. Honestly, is there any reason that anyone is aware of why you would want your Ahsoka just that screaming damn fast? If I remember at the end of all this, I'll try to ask RØXTΔR. That's just insane. 613, yeah. Yeah. That is kind of the magic number for Pirate King. If he's 613, you'd have to be, what, 601? 601, 602 speed on your Slacker to be faster? And Baylan. Faster cat than mine. Okay. Interesting. Super high offense gain. I wonder how much that matters. Whether or not I have them all. Wow, that is a really fast stray. 346. Jeez. All right. Yeah, the Relic 10 Piet. So that's two mysteries for us, right? Why the fast Ahsoka Tano? Why the Relic 10 Piet? All right, let's take a look at the OmegaBot report. Of course, this is pulled for his last week of data. He is generally going at the same time every round, so it doesn't matter what his opponent's doing. He's going here at like hour 16 and a half. All right. Speed comparison, reasonably competitive. You know, I'm ahead in a couple spots. He's ahead in this pretty big gap, but then we're competitive right there towards the super high speeds. We both have all the GAC Omicrons, not much to see there. Now, what is of note, looking at this squad banner efficiency gap, is where he is dropping battles, he's dropping them at a reasonably comparable amount to his opponents, but he is getting higher frequency on the high banners. So, outperforming his opponents while still having a decent defense down. What's he been setting the last week? Aphra, Stranger Starkiller, Palpatine, so that's your DVDE team, Baylan, Pirate King, Sith Eternal, Lord Vader, Slacker, Great Mothers, Rey Swolo Ezra. Might mix it up with a couple other things. Endurance, Home 1, and Chimera on defense, it would seem. Bottom front, we might expect to see Stranger, DVDE, Pirate King, and Sith Eternal, maybe? On offense, he is using other Talzin. So yeah, he's looking out for your Boba Jabba. He's watching for you on that. Leia, Bane, JMK Cat, Maz, Jedi Master Mace, Queen, Cere Malicos Maul, Finn, DTMG, Boba, Slacker. Okay. French Watt. Wow. And then whatever else is needed there. Profundity, Executor, and Leviathan, except for the rare occasion where he'll swap it, put Leviathan down. So he had an opponent who didn't even attempt that or didn't even see Fleet because that wasn't exposed on the other tab. So Leviathan will usually keep, but if he's setting it, he'll use Negotiate. Teams he's dropped on so far this season: 1, Boba Fett Scion of Jango, an Akbar team with the new Stormtrooper Luke, Stormtrooper Han, Focus Datacron, all of it. A Jabba, a Lord Vader, a Stranger Starkiller, and a DVDE. So what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drops all week from week 1. All right, let's head back on over to the game. What are we looking at for that prediction, guys? How you guys feeling about that? All right, you guys got another 10 seconds. Get in those last second votes over there on Twitch. YouTube folks, I'd make I would do that if there were an equivalent thing over there for you guys, but if there is, I don't know about it. All right, what are we looking at? 2 or less, 71% of points wagered went 2 or less. 29% went 3 or more. So we'll see how it goes. Aragon, good to see you. Welcome. All right, let's have a look at the board. So Rockstar has gone above and beyond the Call of Duty. At least having cleared the bottom front wall here before I'm streaming. I appreciate it. Went on ahead and just plowed through the entire rest of the board. He has posted a 1765 on me. So we have some defensive performance. Yes. We pull up PrimeBot. All right. To kick things off, he got a 64 on DVDE down here with the Kron, so just blew that out. Wonderful. Against Jedi Master Mace, a hold. I wonder if he attempted Malgus and things just went sideways on him. I've seen that type of thing happen. He killed Jedi Master Mace and Depa on the first go. And what is that? He got a 43 cleaning that up. Stranger, Maul, Starkiller, Xeris, and Visas. With the Healer Cron, he was prepared. He killed it in one solid go for 59 banners. So Lord Vader gone super well. Something like that. All right. Jabba, Chrysanthemum, Bausch, Scando, and Cad. With the Cad Bane support cron, that got a hold. He killed Bausch and Scando on the first go and cleaned up for 41. So he lost another 2 banners doing that. That's nice. All right. And yeah, that's the front wall. Into the back. So Great Mothers moved from the front back here. He was ready for it. What did he get? I know I did. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, he got a 65 on Great Mothers. All right, I set Leia for the first time. I was kind of really fumbling, feeling around like last couple of rounds. Even when we dropped stuff, I was still finishing with 2, 3, 4 good teams in the tank. And you can't put every good team in, on defense and have what you need for offense. But this is about as close as I could do. And shout out to TJ for twisting my arm to try Leia. I'm not really given to wanting to set Leia, but here we are. So Leia, Drogon, R2, Krex, Old Ben with a bulk tank cron, long text tank. I know that will delay the generation of her ultimate haunting. But it was a risk I was willing to take. What do you score on that? 67. So that sounds like Bane Darth Vader, C Bane, something like that. Just kick the shit out of it. It was Bane Darth Vader, and that, I guess that would make a little bit more sense, because against Lord Vader, he got a 60. But what 60's a Lord Vader these days? I'm not 100% on that. Maybe that's Maz? Maz and run for your life type of thing? That's my guess. Top side. Against Fugitive Omega with the new Crosshair Cron, we've got a... $65, crushed it. Ray Swallow, Exile Ezra, Luminara GK with the Lumicron, was ready for it, but he got a 52. So what is that? What is a 52? I don't know. Slacker? Maybe that's Slacker. All right, Ahsoka Watt, 65. And then Pirate King Hondo, Silvo, SM33, Vane Brutus with the support, high armor penetration cron. He had to withdraw on the first go. Killed Silvo, SM33, and Brutus on the second attempt. Cleaned it up on the third for 32. So, yeah, max that he could get for that. Nasty stuff. All right, so he cleared the ground, and I did the math here ahead of time. Got a 1320 ground score. When you subtract everything out, 56.36 banner average. So where we did not pull drops, we stripped a lot of banners. Which, yeah, makes me worry about what he's got set. All right, back here in fleets, you've got Home 1, which he took out for 73, actually. What is that? We killed a ship. I mean, we definitely killed a ship. That's for sure. Chimera, he dusted that, 77. Now, only one thing that I'm aware of that absolutely dusts this for 77, and I want to say that's Home 1. So I think he's trying to do that thing that the Phantom's Menace players try and do. Because if they know that you're keeping your Profundity, they're going to try and set something to pinch that. So I'm expecting Malevolence back there. All right, endurance was 76. Kicked the shit out of it. And that's it. A Slacker solo? Yeah, Slacker living at the end there. I see where you're coming from. All right. Gu Hilario says, hi, first time here, speaking from Brazil. Good luck. Well, hey, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Always happy to have international viewers, man. It's really cool. You guys would love... Let me see if I can quickly find that. I really love seeing on the analytics tab for the podcast, for plotting and scheming, I can see where people are listening in from. Show you. Sure, we'll do it like that. So look at all this. United States, UK, it lists it, going down from largest percentage to least. But we get on out there, man. Bulgaria, Kenya, Greece, Germany. It actually extends on for some bit because that 0.02 goes down to 0.01 and it goes on. You'd have to export the whole document to see. But it's really cool to see how far flung the audience is for the show. So always welcome.
You got anyone from Serbia?
Nice. Yeah, actually. Well, see, I'd have to do the download to see that, but cool stuff, right? All right, please don't take me. I just work here, man. I just work here. All right, let's talk about Rockstar's defense.
That's
top side.
Saying yes.
Yes, yeah, Moose Ross from Denmark. Nice, man. Nice. Sake from Canada. There. Probably doesn't take YouTube into account. No. That's it. It would not. It would not. It would not. It would not. YouTube has its own analytics tab, though, and I'm sure if I went for its downloaded report, I would probably get a similar level of detail. All right. So up top for Rockstars: BKM, Bam, Grogu, Ahsoka Tano, and Watt with the tank run. Do the same things, maybe beat it anyway? Probably. But, he didn't see him. He knows that the BKM team regularly is solved, and Ahsoka regularly is solved. Does this add complication to either of their preferred counters? I have no idea. Gungans up next with an attacker cron. Then it's his great mothers with Night Trooper, DTP, Morgan, Marin, Night Trooper cron. Aphra, BT1, 000, IG90, and Hondo with the IG90. So, yeah, I wonder about this. Did I still have a tab open? Here. Yeah, I see that. Oh, it's because... Yeah. It's very rare. The question I'm wondering about is, for anybody that's been fighting Aphra in 5 vs 5 for a while with Gungans, where Hondo is also present, does that put us at risk? Is there an absolutely critical Gungan who we cannot have getting locked down? Or is it not like that? And Gungans would work anyway? Because if not, Gungans can be plan A. All right.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wouldn't the captive just land on the tank? And nobody cares?
Let's think about this. What's the cron that they've got on? It's not support. So there's no reason that he should be able to ignore Taunt. So they would lock down. That is true. We should be able to act against that. Onslaught in the chat says, I use Gungans against that Aphra team.
Right.
Sorry?
So it would be effectively useless, right?
I think that Hondo isn't going to shut us down. I think Hondo is not going to rain on our Gungan parade. All right, bottom front. Dad Bob Boba, Zam, Asajj, Dark Disciple, Dengar, and then Bobacron here. So we get the advantages of the full effect in, Asajj Dark Disciples kit for unique is giving all that bonus protection. I have to think about this one. Did I actually? See if I can. Sure as hell did not. So I'll probably look that up here in a minute. Ray, Swallow, Exile, Ezra, Luminara, and GK. Yeah, probably just SLKR, right? Becker, Dre, Hux. I mean, there's absolutely no reason why I should not just go with a full team. I don't have to pinch banners trying to underman the Slacker versus Ray. Although I keep hearing that it's a dunk to do, so I don't know how much I believe that. Pirate King Hondo with Attacker Cron. Now I have the opportunity to use either Gas or Cere here. So what I did quickly want to do is see if data bore out that one of them was just way worse. Oh, did I already have a tab open? Yep, that's the right comp. Did not filter on the cron yet. Talk to me. Gas, 56%. Talk to me with Crex. 33%. Just set me up, man. He saw me coming and was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to tax that." That's what he said. Not today, Satan. We checked. Hondo team ignores taunt on first turn if no lights die. Where is that from?
Lightning raid.
Where is that from?
Lightning raid.
But Lightning Raid only occurs under Pirate King. Oh, if no lights... Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, I get it. You were talking about why... Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Talking about the gas thing. All right, let's do Cere Malygos. I'm not usually doing this.
Yeah, it literally says Hondo team.
Hondo team ignores taunt on first turn if no light side. Hondo lead?
Yeah, Hondo team. So PKH.
Yeah, the lightning raid.
Who's in the lead.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
why are we?
You were just curious where it comes from, and I'm saying. No. That was not the year. That was
okay.
The guy that replied.
No worries. We'll take Maul for good measure. Anchorcron, armor penetration, health. Who am I using this with? This is the most preferred. I think we'll run this. And that way I'll have the super mega giga offense or armor penetration and crit damage crown for Slacker. I think that'll be the plan. All right. Let's go. DTMG with the Mothcron beats this, I think. Interesting. If you're up to try what I found today, yeah, obviously ever so slightly too late on that one, but it's a thought. Hey, don't you dare. Okay, well. Alright. We could go ahead and top. If we could. Okay. We are at 4. How do you wish to proceed? If I don't middle... Yeah, I wanna middle. Oh my god. Hey.
Well, so, they just on front goodbye. I see.
How are you? Doing well, I see.
That is how he is.
And a 1. a 2, a 3, a 4.
So all we learned was
What?
crew was effectively useless.
I still like having crew.
Not saying he shouldn't, I'm just saying he was effectively useless. Not saying, you don't have to use him, but he, might as well not been there.
Got you.
They didn't hit him. He also didn't take a turn.
Very fair. All right, let's mark this one in on the sheet.
Also, that maul is nasty.
That maul is just... How did we apply so many debuffs? Like, how did Maul get so amped? Because that was just his middle, and it wiped out from, full health and protection enemy character. How do we do that? That has to be something charging the level 6, right? Just giving us, like, insane offense? But where did the debuffs come from that would do that?
There were no such debuffs on the enemy
That's
team.
what I'm thinking. Right, so what's charging up the attacker crowd? What am I missing there? Blue Cal Maul 64.
Yeah, not clear.
Yeah. More from the I just work here section. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a streamer buff.
Streamer buff indeed. Man, the clicks are not taking today. The health. Okay, the speed up is really nice, but I really think I just want to have huge damage. And I have to say that Baylan Cere team you suggested on the previous stream has removed one headache from my GACs. That's, that's why I spend time combing through, Insight. And you'll see me do it on my streams. I'm doing it before the streams, trying to prep, stuff like that. But that is how the sausage is made. So, one of the only not glowingly positive type of comments that I will get on some of my VODs is that there's downtime, while I'm looking stuff up. And I appreciate that is not prime entertainment, but that's just part of the process, man. I can't get around it. I can't apologize for it. It just is. All right, let's see what we're at. What do you mean I just work here? Aren't you from the US? Yeah, well, I mean, I just work. I don't run shit. Please don't get it twisted. Please do not confuse me for somebody that decides how things go here. That was the point. All right. We got a swap stab. All right, shock would be ideal. Who are we trying to dip out on first? I mean, surely it has to be the best thing to just get rid of what's her name. Shock is nice. Beautiful. Okay, I guess I have to do this, so I will. Droid we're looking for. Destroy him, please. Nice. Faust is just doing the do, as one would expect. Our hero. Push her under, or push GK under? I feel like we'll try and push her under. That's the droid we're looking for. Still too early.
I would vote just...
Oh, that's the one who's got to go. Faust is just holding it down like a beast. Still want to swipe you for the double. Double swipe and take them fun. Yeah, so we'll charge up naturally ahead of her. Let's just go ahead and try to remove her fire. At least the one stack, I guess. Is there anything I would benefit from passing his turn to anybody else? I don't really think. Do this. After we survive, somehow survived, that would be a very different story. Now we're about to lose Faust. Faust has served his noble purpose. Oh, this is perfect. If we play this right, he will absolutely never get a turn. Go ahead and thank him with that ult charge as possible. I know that we could have went for the shock instead from the third, but
I would boss to her and try it instead.
Why? To what end?
You know?
Nobody's gonna die.
Just remove DM. DM removal, mostly.
I don't want to remove DM. We're not. Somebody's gonna go then. A bunch of people. All right.
Well, everybody else went. Cool.
Back over to you. Go away. Thank you. You there. Thank you. Okay. Ah. Yeah. Well, you know, that's the price. And so I imagine we'll have the same as he did. $52. We can afford that. Raise a bloodbath this season. Okay, so Bane is an option here. Would it be outrageous of me to try Moz? God, that armor penetrate. I think that's meant to be. Well, really, who is that for? Let's take a look real quick. See if we can identify really high armor penetration variant. Sorry, I'm really focused right now, and I check the chat in a minute, so give me just a second. Look this up and all. Didn't go with the team. Yeah, like a real madman. Tell me the way. Wow, Bane. Looks like terrible. Leia, yeah, this General Veers with Ahsoka. Probably a pretty sleek use. Lord Vader would be an easy one. 62 with... %91 still with Bane Sass. Is there any reason I would need to conserve Sith Eternal, though? Yeah, but the C looked like shit, right? That was bad banner-wise. What else is there? The Lord Vader, or sorry, the JML counter is kind of interesting to think about. Oz, talk to me. Yeah. This is why we check things. Not good. All right. Empire list back says, I look back on the Maul fight. They were indeed 0 debuffs on that Pirate King team. Insane. Yeah, I don't know. Master Kylo and Taro Tassenix. What's up, brother? Hey, what's going on, man? I arrived when my clone Kylo Ren is on the board. Yes. Good stuff. If you're into comics, they just dropped Shadow of Maul issue 1. I'm not opposed to Star Wars comics. I'm not generally into comics. But Star Wars, just about anything. Wouldn't have to twist my arm. Let's see about a Bane. Bane DV, Bane. Why would you lose? Very few losses. Have such a thing. Pure crit damage, pure armor penetration. So being entirely without health, wise. Yeah, see, this is dangerous. Okay, so this is dangerous to Bane as well. How was this a... This is what I remember. When they don't have bulk, they're vulnerable to JML. But we're going to work that. And I'll figure something else out. Alright. What was the solution? That's right. I remember. It's been I think we did this early last 5 vs 5. JML, and it's just destroy Lord Vader. Like off rip. Kick the shit out of him. Yeah, we're going to do that. Who went with the lead? Tell me about it. Grandmasters, Hoda, 62. This has way more sample size, so this is more representative. The high protection. Yeah. Okay, here's one with high armor penetration. Just got... Well, see, you have no prot to juice you. The people... And plus, it looks like he was trying to... Like, going after DCT is how you pursue the fight when you're doing the BKM counter. Ooh, this is one. With high health, though. Yeah. I'm pretty confident. And I want to say the last time I did it, I did not feel in any way threatened about having Hoda, so let's see if that works. All right, we are back from ads. Go. Just kick the shit out of him is the name of the game, ladies and gentlemen. I mean kick the shit out of him. We gotta be quick with it, too. Sure. Stone Age. That's fine. You got... Yep. I mean, he's got to go. Got to go. Got to not be here. Make him go away. There's Oppo. Make with the stun here. We want to switch back over ASAP. We're almost about to lose our man. Interceding turn meter means he is probably a goner, and we won't be able to revive him. He will be missed, friends. Yeah. Move for Oppo. So, it can go away. It's Oz that's specifically gonna punish the shit out of us. Yeah, that's right. We can't do instant... Closest. Is stun again? That does mean we're taking extra damage. That is risky. I want to say I've been advised against that before. That feels like familiar advice. Mark. Let's get after this guy. We could take out the other clone there, but I'm not too worried. Just nuke this guy. Sure. We recently used the big heal. Yeah, I went attacker crown with JML. Yeah. I've done this before. It was just last season. Maybe like once, you know? Sure. Arm. Send it home. $62, as advertised. Fair enough. 62. Good stuff. Let's check in with the chat real quick. Cooking or be cooked? Yeah. Yeah, the attacker cron was the solution there with JML. Yeah, Cal's Relic 9. Nice. Nice. There is a case to make him Relic 10. Because that is determinant in how coin damage is done through him. So, something to think about. All right, last but not least, let's have a look-see at this headbot thing. Yeah? Okay, Dengar Boba. Only 17. A rare duck. Bane, you say? And we just happen to have freed him up for just such an occasion. All part of the plan. Alright. See you... let's just do Bane. Bane Sass. Keep it simple. Armor penetration. I think I have married to health on a cron. Sounds good. Something like this. The other one. This is crit damage. I think both are. You did beat this Sign of Django team with Talzin. Mid Kyber 1, says Gavin. Well, I have Marin on defense, so that's not really not me, but thank you for pointing it out. Maybe somebody else can make use of that. Alright. Let's see how we do here. They do have a lot of defense, so the armor penetration is. If you guys kill me, I'll be sad. No, wait, hey. Hey, hey. Hey. You're not, hey. Fine. Oh my god, stop taking turns. I should have probably specified the cron, eh? Every time in the history of ever that I have decided to do the middle instead of the cooldown increase, I have lived to regret it. And today will not be the start of that. The basics are monstrous. Stop, please. Oh my god. Alright. Go! There's a lesson. Malgus. Tank Cron. High health. Let's run it. Not otherwise assigned. Send this in as it did not work. Oh. Been a while since we had a drop with Bane. On anything. Malgus it is. Control fight then. Hmm? Got the Giga health. Do it. Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot. That was a lot. That was a lot. And I don't regret trying it. Probably could have just committed C-Bane. Would have been fine. I was about to ask if Bane R10 adds even bigger value than Relic 9. I mean, the biggest reason to add it is a delta, right? Because Relic Delta is also amplified when you're underbanning. It was real bad, Turd Ferguson. There can be no doubt. All right, we control the fight, same as always. Priority kill would probably be Boba. Single most dangerous thing. Basic into... You know, just stick to the script that I said. Hey, stop that. Hey. Calm down. Okay, fine. Hit him. High turns. Let's just go ahead and assign here over there. Ah, yes, the assist. I forgot about that part. That is fine. Brought up is serious. Sure, put up the taunt now. Nothing else. Yes. Heal off that. Damage. That hurts. Stop that. Ability block. Nope. Are they immune? They just normally resist me. You better not be somehow reducing my max health, you son of a bitch. I'll tell you that right now. Oh my god, they popped off contract-wise. Danger. Danger. Okay, I see you, thank you. How about the ability block this time? Nope. 1 and a 2, maybe? Maintain taunt, I guess. Yeah, can't say I feel bad about that. Alright. Next priority target. I might as well put the heal out since we're calling the mass assist anyway. This is here. Cost a turn. That's great. We cost her a turn. Now we're going to focus her anyway. Thank you for the raid, Vex. How did it go for you? What's the story of the week so far? Good, good. People who cause us problems. Well, what's going to cause us the most problems? Pocket. We'll be able to recover banners back. I guess Dengar would be nice to get rid of. He's going to be tough to focus on, so we get him last. Yup. Up. Went back for Malgus. Okay, at long last, we have our protection back. Malgus. Lucky we can focus this guy down for another round of... Oh, you bitch! After all we've been through. How dare you? I don't like her very much.
I do.
That's because you're hateful. You're a hateful bastard.
Possibly.
Up. Done. Good. Does she revive? Yep, she does. And 62 it would have been. Alright, we can live with that. And if you don't know, now you know. Really corny the way that Zam sniped out BSF at the end, but sometimes it's like that. All right. So what's up, Vex people? How did it wrap up for him today? Rayrock says, "Good gloomy Saturday afternoon, Tass and chat." Yeah, it is a white overcast sky. I really like days like this because it makes me feel like it's morning all day. Ooh my! Now we've got an interesting puzzle here. Sith Eternal, I think, can fight this alone. So we actually have C, hilariously enough. Wow, this explains a lot why he had some trouble. So we still have to deal with this. I think JMK is still plan A. We got to do kind of all of the other fights first, though. How does... so the fear, I assume, is specifically going to jam up... what's this? we're gonna want lock, Sith, and red. That's how that's gonna have to work. High defense Crumb? I have to see about this. Either I would expect that if we lock red, then we shouldn't need high defense. See, man. Well, who was it? It was red. Red. Got for me, boss. Already know. Homies, I think. Oh, I mean, whatever. The leader's immaterial here. Okay. So, Bane's a dunk. Queen. We certainly have Queen. Where's the Sith Eternal represent? 0. Goose Egg. Pressing. Queen was with what? Shock and Echo. High armor pen and crit damage. I can furnish you such a thing. Who to R10 first? Star Killer or Stranger? For me, I would do Star Killer. Yeah. C is Vexitron's idea. Certainly not claiming to have invented anything. Yeah. Calvin just raided in. Wow, with 16 viewers. Welcome. How's it going? How did the round go for you, Cal? Okay. 33. The Hondo's not as good? Oh, you lost Quiggled. So, live long enough to shock? Healercron. Okay. I mean, Healercron kind of makes sense. Here's an interesting thought. It looks like SM33 is the better one. Healer is the way. Fine. Okay. Let's map everything out. First of all, love that we both had the same thought to set Leia. The difference between us is that he has Chupio instead of Old Ben. He also set the Crexcron, the Focus Datacron, so that's going to be maybe a bit of a puzzle. What do I really have for that? AMK is not there. That one might be a challenge. I mean, we do have Reva, so there might be some pick apart opportunity for that, and we can afford a pick apart. Where's your boy? Well, first, let's put on the right crown. Reva, 66%. Got some legs to it. Okay. We might do that. That's a Healercron. What else is good? And not Queen. Alright, that's fine. Ranger, eh? So, yesterday, you saw me do, or last round, you saw me do JMK, and it was a bit rough. I think I'm going to do it again, but instead of smiting Stranger, I think it might be wiser to smite Starkill. Because you survived just fine through him dropping the ship. It's him having that juiced up AoE he's just gonna crush your sides with that. So that's the thought. We could use Maz. Edge. This gets Reva. DTMG to clean up the stranger if JMK fails. You've got Baylan, I guess, can take on... I don't know. Oh, jeez. What am I doing? Probably true. Probably. Probably true? Alright. Mm-hmm. Teach me. Traya, drop Scion. 65, using. Support, high health. Support, moderate health. The key to the kingdom was support. Let's run it. Traya Niles. Are you sure about this? This is respectable armor penetration. I am surprised people lived. Tell me more. I mean, you can... What is it about Scion? Yeah, Scion. About Scion that makes beneficial to be able to sweep everything. You know what? We don't have to shave the banner, so I won't. Not do anything silly, yeah? Support. This is just fine for our purpose. Okay, Ray Rock. Oh, I just timed out against Ahsoka with Leia because of the tank run. Leave it. Onslaught says, isn't it kind of sad that some of the fun R9s have been incredibly useless because of the secondary stats have been so incredibly overpowered in the set that should not be named? I was really looking forward maybe to using Resistance Trooper here and there, but oh well. That is one of the tragedies of set 25. So you'll get no argument from me, friend. Let's begin. Hello there. Okay. Appreciate you. Get him, boys. Okay. Cool. Get him. Phalanx. Kiss my ass. Oh God, that's the Boomba. No, wait. Stop. Stop him, the Boomba. Oh, I got one. Yeah. You really can't do anything till the generator's down. Still. Yes, please go back under wraps. Oh, no, not that. Do I want this now? I think I would rather... Yeah, you know what? We will do this now. Hold on to it, because we're still looking for the buffs up from Nass. So we'll immediately fence with that. Hey, stop that. Hey. God damn it. Absolute terror. Right? Yes. Scion, this is kind of your moment. Oh. Please leave it alone. Take a drain. Without the support cron, this is butts. But then again, this team will not be anywhere near the threat it is right now. Come next season. He said confidently, not having set 28 committed to memory. Oh, well, you know what? You done your bit. I can't really say I'm mad. Take you. Hi. Hi. Here. I bulked up talent, but I think I still need to bulk it more. That is going to be a priority. What I want. 62 will do. They don't all have to be priceless works of art. Original. Initiative. Baylan, though, is a solution to Great Mothers, is it not? Go with an attacker cron, armor penetration, something like that. Let's see. Yep, this one, and what was his 3 turn meter? Okay. Dangerous. Say 7. Argument. Banners, that's true. JMK exists. There it is. There's your Baylan. Zalbar. I remember Zalbar being pretty good. I'll have to be more about Baylan. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of do with almost whatever. Does that mean Kira Dash is also slick? Zalbar just keeping people out of stealth seems really cool. Guess we'll roll that, you know? Well, Aphra still gets the Gungans? Still get Deboomba? I think so. Let's test out Deboomba. Armor penetration. This will do. Ads on the way in a minute. Let's see if we can't blitz through. And then we'll take a quick break, I think. What's your opinion about the Fog of War in game? It would make it more fair. I can absolutely see that. I'll take the game as it is I guess the way I would put it. Or it would be super cool to get the stun. And you would not be able to beat 5 regardless. You also don't have the Boomba right now. What was that? Ooh. Oh, ain't never gonna see him again. That's a dead man. Get him. Get him, boys. Don't take no shit from nobody. Right. Mass. 5. Fusion. Hello there. Do that. Lost Nass is just behind. Hi. 65. I gotta make a mark on that right now. I'll come back to her later. Think about that. I have to, if I could put her into a 2-piece health or defense, That would be pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. All right, you're going to do TV on your phone, going to watch you on a TV, PS5 setup. Nice, man. Nice. Braun Hub. Good evening, Mr. Tass. Hope you're well and kicking some ass. We're making our way. We're making our way. How many drops so far? Was it just the one? Yeah, one. And I think today's prediction is 2 or less, 3 or more. So there are options. What's the solution for BPM? Why did that C solo not work? I already closed that? Probably. Surely could make this work. Queen was also a backup. So add Lord Bane. Alright. This. It. Oh. True damage from Malgus could be a more. Right, you do get a mass assist. How to set the turn. True. You already know why I'm here. C want. I don't have want. But the C solo. Tell me more about that. What did you do? Went with high health. Got it down to. Why? Well, first of all, Relic 10 versus Relic 8, so you were under some amount of pressure there. What if I take off these Omicrons? Does that give us anything else to look at? Not really. What do you guys think? You think we have a case? Thinking high health. Oh, I do have a prod up. All right. Little bit, but we're going to drop that almost immediately when I change, right? Who's faster here? 7. What? What? $498. So he's going to mass first. Is there an ability block coming out of that I got to worry about? No, but that's where our protection up should help us a little bit. Right? Let's try it. Be big ups to be able to use this profitably here. You will lose. Oh, C will be left alive, you're saying? Oh. Okay. Okay. Ow. You doing this for a spell? We don't want to transform. We not. Okay. We just gotta chill until C's drained himself out. That's the really important part. If you fail to do that, then I can absolutely see you getting closed out. Not that everything's sterling as it is. Not. I am gonna take the money and run here. Yeah. I think that's the right move. We can link the. I would have preferred to link him, but gotta take. Why don't we do you and you? We don't want to time out. That's one thing we don't want to worry about. Yep. Yep. All this shit hurts. Terrible. Can't gain stuff, right? Need to start making a mockery of these guys. Quick like a bunny. I meant that. Meant that shit. Go. 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 Dun, 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 dun. Let's turn it up. Yep. Minutes-ish. Don't strictly need shock on both targets, but we'll make it work. Half. But it went. Uncode. Relock. Relock ASAP. Love it. Wait, what? Oh, it's because of this heat, yeah? Is that it? Yeah, it is that.
Yeah.
Alright, just link that. That's weird. I wouldn't expect that's the case. When it's just 2 targets. We only have 2. You'd expect they'd give you that. Anyway, 2 old men slap fight. The epic journey. One of us gets to get protection back, and the other one gets to not do that. Let's see what happens. 2 minutes. Epic slap fights of history. We have that left. You guys say you time out. My experience is that if you make sure to drain Sith Eternal's crotch, you will win this old man slap fight there in the end. So there you go, Nikos. 68. Can't beat that with a stick. Playlist. Nice green light there. All right. So, I gotta really think about this because I still think this is probably the best way to do things, but I think we are gonna go ahead and smite. Thing is, all at minimum relics of 9. Forgot all that about that break I was gonna take a minute ago. Queen 33%. Peter Slacker 100%. JMK, yeah. See, here's a couple of these, right? Got GK here. You got Mace there. There's a secret to this. Armor penetration seems very important, so it's more about damage than about survivability. Nice. Attacker Cron, armor penetration. I don't know what we've got. We have no armor penetration. Alright, so crit damage is the next best item. We would want it paired with bulk. Possible. This looks to be it. How did you drain C's protection? You need to link Sith Eternal and link another target. So, because we have the Attacker Cron, we were able to... No, that's just a property of Sith Eternal. You link a tank with the first link, and then you kind of get to free select. The only reason I wouldn't be able to is if I had Deceived, I guess. But you select Sith Eternal with the other second link, and then you do not remove that link. Like, a lot of people see that the first target loses all their protection. Maybe then they transform. Maybe they relink as soon as that happens. But you have to wait about any steps to do with relinking until Sith Eternal has taken enough turns to fully exhaust his protection. Then you move on. All right, let's see what happens. Like yesterday, I suspect that our first move is to You know, I did see somebody. I think we're gonna do that. I may as well pressure on. Anyway, how do you want to proceed here? If we do the third, it's just gonna thunder it off of us immediately. It'd be nice to wait to do this third until just yeah, but then whatever. Just have this on tap for the moment. Well, that's the best I can do. AoE coming soon. Huge damage. Great. Recommend it to anybody. Thunder! Okay, obviously, we need to free up Cat. There's the Resurrect. Cat a little... Okay.
The fact that you used, why you used C3PO over...
That happened. Oh. But you just did this, which means that we should have some time, which means I should smite you, I think. That's the risk I'm gonna take. Dodge me twice, you bitch. Okay. Okay. Stay on target. Not quite the target, this. Please. I need that ultimate that I'm looking for. We need people to go away. On a quickly basis. No, not that. Specifically not that, goddammit. Alright. You there? Oh.
He did dodge you again.
Oh. Just intolerable. Okay. Control here? Nope, just a straight up blowout. Alright, Okay, so our improved tactics made a difference today. The technique is Smite Starkiller just as soon as you can see that you either kill Visas early, which is what the idea was, or you wait until Visas has used her revive skill, which isn't getting quickly reset by anything, and you Smite Starkiller, and then you proceed with the, you kill Visas immediately after that then, and proceed with the rest of the fight. And as I suspect, the value of C-3PO here is just the basic, right? You've got Confusion. It's just gonna... Now that he's at Descent into Madness 3, he's done, right? Not doing anything that we're concerned about ever again. Said moments before destruction. A Attacker Crumb, doing it up. 62 banners. I was not expecting a one-shot. Padme is essential. All right. So we have Reva to attempt this. Yeah. Yeah, we do. Really nice. So many whiffs. Yeah, that was terrible. Why set FDC instead of Barriskron? It really depends on what your opponent's using. Like, so my opponent round one, let's put it this way. If your opponent is likely to use Lord Vader actually does a little bit better against Healercron than it does against FDC. FDC's lose condition for Lord Vader is if they just decide to focus in on Lord Vader and bully him down, that's it. You just get closed out. Healer doesn't offer as much upfront pressure, right? And then Lord Vader getting the time to get to his ultimate, start perma-killing. So the value of your Healercron goes through the toilet. And yeah, if you're careful with Lord Vader to use your perma-kills and kill everybody but Xeris and kill Xeris last, then they never get the extra offense or anything like that. So Lord Vader is specifically better, and I suspect that's what he did to me, because he got like a 59. That sounds like a very Lord Vader score. We also do not see Lord Vader on defense. So if you're specifically looking to impede Lord Vader, I think Focus Datacron is better. Healer is really strong against most other things. Fatal tried support, and support is damnation for Lord Vader. Right. Inquisitorius. I was gonna take a break, but my wife kind of relieved me of some of the need to do that by refilling my beer, so thank you. Healer Kron. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. This one. Yes. Okay. How do we proceed? I think we do open with ability block. Because you're looking for Rex to basic, and that should cleanse, I think. If it crits, which he's likely to do. Something like that. Away. Who dies first? Probably Chupio. Looks more fragile. I was looking. Oh, look at that there, death mark. Hey, can you guys get the fuck off? Yeah. The only 6 stack that I see, Leia herself, which is not really what I'm going for here. I guess the heal is the proper move. I don't really want to cost anything. Dispelling these guys feels legit. Should have targeted R2, to be honest. Do this. Oh!
Stop overthinking this, to be honest.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's really brave of you to say, you know? You could have said, you know, it's amazing that you come on out here, you know, 0.001 seconds after the entire team but Leia's dead, and so you could have put it on.
Yeah, sorry.
I applaud your bravery.
I said should have stopped overthinking this, to be honest.
Applaud your bravery in willing to come out here with these takes.
Okay,
I don't think anybody else
please
would
get the
dare.
code right. Please at least get the code right. If you're gonna mock me. Yeah. At least do that. That's the very bare minimum.
Don't kill Grand Inquisitor, please. I'm trying to get to another sentences. Alright, well, you know what? I'll live with the 6.
You're not gonna get... Yeah. Do you even need the banners? Or are you good for it?
I don't think I should need the banners, because I'm bleeding, but he had straight up more drops, so there should still be room.
Okay.
Let's find out where we're at right now. Where did I make? There it is, 13. So, 1320. Minus 997. Well, hold on. Just do it like this. 1755 minus 8 minus 240 minus 210. So I have to score 318 on this vector minus 40 again. 78 divided by 2, 39 I have to score, if I did that math correctly. Here's hoping. G Merox, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, that death mark is that was helpful to me. Baylan here, yes. And we said missions Volbar. Why not? Here is all. Or dash. What cron did I say that was with? They took tank. Alright. I have such a crumb. This. This one. Crit damage, potency. We'll have to do. No, mission is active. We can get sacked. Pretty good, guys. We will take her. The freebies are going to be good. He said. Confident. Okay. Okay. Surely we'll be allowed a turn. Yeah, if I can, sure. Let's go after you. Pa-da-pa-da-pa. Okay. Night Trooper? More vulnerable. Blind. What do you do? Dead? Plague is annoying. You will win the game with me. Oh wow, you are way tougher than anticipated. Okay. That's off. There is going to be a cleanse coming soon to theaters, right? Yeah. Yeah. We don't want that cleanse issue. Can I have a moment of yours? You know what, mission? I should not have doubted. I should have only believed. 65. So what's that leave us? Queen for this thing up top? What's spicy against this? Did I have a tab open? I sure as hell did not. Hey! Do we have another follow? Schmuck 007. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for following the channel. Good to have you. Let's see this. This is too odd a team to probably see data for, but oh well, you know what? Yeah, I bet this works just fine. I mean, if JMK works, I want to believe in a world where Queen belongs. So let us cope together, one and all, and clean up the remainder with gas. That's a plan. Whoa, what about Wookiees? What are Wookiees really good against? I've seen Fatal use Wookiees a couple times that were really cool. Is there any kind of... Sneezing my head off. Wookiees are good against daggers, Mum. Yeah, that's unsurprising. Yeah. Alright. Let's see here. You got you. What do we need? Cam for damage, I guess. Sure. If we bring Han, that fucks it up for us. I suspect the best move, prod-up wise, would be to bring Grandmaster. So if that's the case, let's do this. Kill attacker, surely. Crit damage? Fine, show me crit damage. So, this one's really high health, crit damage. I mean, this will help us endure a potential thing. Whatchamacallit? Birds. See how it goes. The extra health should can help us with Qui-Gon and Grandmaster's damage. Who to do this to first? I mean, it'd be ideal to put that over there. At least we can get defense off. Other techs out could be really uncomfortable for us. But this guy is probably the #1 priority to make. Okay. Donate you. We can maybe take your turn meter. Don't really want to do the prod up until it's go time on birds. Yeah, so the counterattacks are causing enemy to continuously be removed. So Bam stays in stealth. You see that? Or stays in DI, rather. Okay, well, we'll take this and see what kind of damage we might do. Alright, we took out Watt. Now it's just about time, I guess. One, two. Almost there. Nice. There's our birds. Oh, so that's how the birds get charged. The counterattacks, of course. That's smart. Yeah, so that's 15 birds just for showing up. You have no turn meter. You do want to take through your yes, yeah. Really help that situation. This is the moment. Shields up, surely. AoE. All remains the same. Here comes birds. Coming soon to theaters near you. Nope. Flash? Hey. Okay. Last thing on the deck. Keep it moving. Work to do. Yes, please, with that armor shred, my friend. Thank you. Sure. Take this. Yeah. Pretty severe. I like them. Oh, yeah, she's taking them brawny hits now, yeah? Matter of fact. Yeah. No need for you to have tank tech anymore. Yeah, there's no need for any of you to have anything anymore. Good, good. Dun, 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 dun. 65. So the prediction, 2 or less, we were in it. Prediction paid out instantaneously. Mark this in. 65. Beautiful stuff. 1367. So we're 47 banners up then. Wow. That's enough. That's more than enough. Provided we don't just eat it like a Big Mac down here in Fleet. All right. So, home one. I'm surprised. So he did Leviathan successfully. So what, Chimera for 77? Something like that? So home one, I guess you get Profundity. Well, we'll see. Maybe you get Leviathan. Chimera. Yes, this one. Surely you're still just going after what Palpatine first. So we'll say Executor. Stick to the script. Yeah. Then endurance. What's the way I did this the last time? We did Profundity. I did the... Take 3 wins with no risk. Better, for sure. That looked way smoother than it had any right to be. Hey, we'll take it. All right, let's line this up. Way. Go. Okay. Nice. No double tap. Could have ended the fight there for 3, but, you know. That type of RNG's for somebody the fuck else. Thank you for attending the show. What do we do? I'm not gonna get all the banners back, unfortunately. Crushable bones, thank you. We'll take the heal. Somewhere. Correction, there will be no healing. Good talk. We should do this more often. 72. Do we need the extra ship? How did I do that last time? 74. If I took extra ships. On the off chance that you lose the Y-Wing, I think I will take Pigs. Need some suggestions on a cheap cleanup against a solo Ahsoka with tank revive cron. Duck has failed. I mean, you need something with permakill, man. That's what you're looking for. Oh, Dagger's saying that only works if you have the Asajj Dark Disciple. If you need that effect going, that's a thing. Okay. You want to realistically? Real quick. I want to do this so badly and hope that I get this fist. I got this fist. Call it to win. Smash. Yes, like Dagger's mom, it is imperative that we smash and leave ASAP.
As always, necrophilia is very weird, guys. Necrophilia is a term for it, correct?
Yeah. It's
yeah.
crime. It's still crime.
Yeah, okay, good. Just checking, you know. Maybe you decided that...
valid question. Very valid. Hey, stop that shit. Alright, we all know what happens now. Marauder is a real beast at this point. Basic. Up. I cut through this
One
guy
shot's coming.
ASAP. Counterattack off that. Yep. Sure as hell it is. See if we do this. Yeah. Yep. Good enough for me. 73. All right. Which leaves us Leviathan. And when I did this last time, 74, so I did take ships. All right, let's take ships. And away we go. Okay. We'll be fine. He said confidently moments before the coming of the end. Yes, this one. Okay. We're fine. We're all fine. Really feel good about bringing reinforcements. The damage they just put down on Fury there. Crazy. You good? 23. All right. 73, 73, 72. Not great banners fleet-wise today, but we also didn't have to be apex on it, right? So there you have it. 1805 to 1765. Solid 2 drops ahead in the end. GG to Rockstar. I think the last couple times we fought, last 1 or 2, he had me, so it's good to be on the up and up today. We'll see you again real soon, Rockstar, as always. Ririk, Tass, how come you don't use Biggs in the starting lineup for Home 1? Because having that, one of the, I think Cassian ships is support, but, you know, if you keep those 3 non-tank ships up front that I run, it has a very good chance of taking out, like, the Y-Wing, or maybe one of the side ships on Leviathan, like that. It just provides the most threat on the board, because what you're trying to have is as much AoE on deck as possible, right? So you've got Ghost throwing one out there, you've got Cassian calling one of these ships to assist, B-Wing's got AoEs, B-Wing's gonna call, generally Biston over Wedge, but you're not really caring about the reinforcements after Y-Wing as much. What's important is that you've got maximum offensive pressure up front with this orientation. So that's why. Good question. All right, guys, let's review things. First, if you missed my breakdown at the start of the VOD covering how Rockstar cleared my defense, go back and see that. We got banners on everything. As far as attacks go, bottom front, against Dabob Boba, Zam, Asajj Dark Disciple, Dengar, and Boba with the Boba FDC, went in with Bane Sass, and probably just could have gone see Bane and got through that successfully, but that in itself might have been risky once we got through this wall. You'll see in a moment. So we had to withdraw. We did our opener. They did a lot of damage to Bane. Then they did some damage to the Sass character, who sacrificed herself, and then they focused on Bane till he was like 1 health. We got a turn. We did our second use of his third ability, cooldown increase again, and then they just bullied him down after that anyway. So, yeah, would not recommend. Went back in with Malgus, DR, BSF, Malik, Sith Marauder. Got a 42, would have been a 62. Zam got a cheeky basic onto BSF later in the fight and took her out. Bastard. The bitch, rather. Lord Vader, Oppo, CX2, DCT, Scorch was JML, Jedi Cow, JKR, Hoda, JKL for 62 banners. So the high armor penetration on this Kron is intended to be very anti-Maz Kanata. When you have high armor penetration and no added survivability from the stat, you make it easier for the true damage of JML to bully through, and we go straight after Lord Vader and just blew him right out, and then cleaned up the rest of the team. Did lose JKL, but that's a price of doing business, 62. Ray, Swolo, Exile Ezra, Luminara, and GK. Went in with Slacker, Dre, Hux, Faust, and Fu, 52 banners. Against Pirate King, SM33, Silvo, Brutus, Vane. That was Cere, Malicos, Crew, Cal, Maul, 64 banners. To the back. Against Leia, Drogon, R2, Krex, and Chupios. We had very similar ideas with Leia on defense. Riva, Grand, 7th, 5th, and 8th for 60 banners. Got the job done. Against Stranger, Spider Maul, Starkiller, Visas, and Xeris with the FTC. We went again with JMK, Cat, Mace, C3PO, Padme. And crucially, our step one... Our procedure was still the same in the sense that we were going to try and beat down Visas first. And then the change was going to be to smite Starkiller. Well, Visas dodged my first use of middle from JMK. So we had no real chance of burning her down, like in the first couple of turns. We waited until just after Visas used her second special, her first special, the Resurrect. She burned the Resurrect, and then we felt safe to smite Starkiller. That was crucial. He was almost there, ready to drop the ship, so we completely sidestepped the ship this time. I thought that was more or less inevitable, and it might be in a lot of fights, but it wasn't today. We sniped him, beat down Visas, finished the job there, and then went straight after Stranger. So we didn't give him any further opportunity to build up towards another instant defeat. And then, Xeris and Spider Maul to finish. The attacker Kron did a lot of damage and made a lot of headway for us. 62 banners. Ended up losing, who was it? I want to say it was... Anyway, last back here was C, Malgus, Malik, Red Trooper, and then Poe. OG Poe with the Poe Kron, so Fear in effect. Sith Eternal solo, high health attacker Kron, 68 banners. Just had to be patient and wait to get rid of all of Sith Eternal's protection. Good stuff. Up top side, you've got BKM, Bam, Grogu with GL Ahsoka and Watt. Went in with Queen, Master Qui-Gon, Padawan Obi-Wan, Grandmaster and Cam, 65 banners. Against Gungans with Nas, Jar Jar, Boom, Phalanx, and the full team, whatever. That was Traya, Nihilus, Savage, Talon, and Scion. Lost Talon again, damn it. But we went with a reasonably high health support Kron. It was even a light side Kron. That's not the part that matters. It's support level 6, long text, and high health on the Kron. 62 banners. Against Great Mothers, Night Trooper, DTP, Morgan Marin with the new Night Trooper Kron, Baylan, Shin, Marok, Mission, Zalbar, 65 banners. And then Ahsoka, BT1, 000, IG90, and OG Hondo, Gungans Ride once more, Attacker Kron, High Armor Penetration, 65 banners. So we went back into the fleet zone with about 40 banners difference on ground. And then, here against Home 1, Leviathan, 72 banners. Yeah, that's 73 or 72, something like that. Anyway, Chimera was Executor for 72, and Endurance was Profundity for 73. And that's how the West was won. All right. Here. No problem. Tass has a history of being tardy or ignoring chat. I've been responding to chat just fine. That's fine. Let's see here. Yeah, I did answer that question, Dagger. Maybe you stepped away. I did answer that fleet question. I just didn't type it out. Oof. All right. Master Cow says, GG, Tass, have a good day. Gamroth says, GG. Cosley, GG. Appreciate everybody. So, Tico popping in saying, howdy, Tass. How's it going, Tico? We're just about to wrap things up here. A great win. Again, hats off to Rockstar. Always a fun fight. And, yeah. Get ready to roll out here. Of course, if you want to be in touch in between episodes, you want to find out when I'm going live, you want to see, be notified when one of my videos gets released on YouTube or the podcast comes out, so on and so forth. The place to do it is my Discord. So there's the link. Of course, if you want to, catch me live, then you know that you do it here at twitch.tv/Tassenix. And of course, I simulcast from my YouTube, Tassenix Gaming, where if you've not been there before, check it out. Whole bunch of slug-related content there that you might be interested in. Stuff like the How to Mod Guide series, starting from the very beginning, from scratch, assuming you know nothing about mods at all, and teaching you how to build a first-class roster. That's a 3-part series. There's also, mod guides on characters and factions you've asked about. All of my Grand Arena VODs with chapters, at least here in 5 versus 5. Should do that more in 3s, but it's a lot. And so much more over there. Of course, it is a rebroadcasting point for my Grand Arena Focus podcast, Plotting and Scheming, that I make with my friends Dagger, TJ, Sasha, Aisha, and Fatal, where we break down our combats into thereabouts of the top 100 of Kyber 1. We'll tell you how we dealt with the meta matchups of the week, our favorite attacks and defenses we saw out there, our lessons learned for the week to come, and anything else that we think is worth sharing with you. That show is native to Spotify, but wherever you catch an episode, check the description. There is a link that you can plug into your preferred podcast program and follow us that way. Anything you enjoy over there on the YouTube, please hit like, hit subscribe to the channel to see more. Follow me on Twitch, all great ways to support the channel for absolutely free. If you would like to go above and beyond the Call of Duty to support the channel, there are a few ways to do so. First, I have a Cash App that is $Tassenix. I have a PayPal, which is tassenix@gmail.com. And if you're interested in getting some enhanced Grand Arena scouting power for yourself, early access to my content, including gaming, and a few other benefits besides, you may be interested in becoming a patron. Check out patreon.com/Tassenix. For any upwardly mobile Grand Arena player, there is something there of interest for you. $5 a month gets you into the Tass House at VIP access level, where you get early access to the Plotting and Scheming show, coming out to our general audience Friday mornings at 8 a.m., but patrons have it as early as Monday or Tuesday night, depending on when we record, giving you that early edge going into the first round of the week. I will also occasionally make patron-exclusive videos that you'll have at least a month ahead of the general public. And of course, dedicated text and voice chat on Discord, where I'm usually lurking, so pop on in and say hi. Oh yeah, there's the link. Not that. Thank you so much to all my patrons here at VIP Access. Moving on up to VIP Access Plus, that is $10 a month for a bundled Patreon access to me and to your choice of either OmegaBot or Hot Utils Patreon. OmegaBot's that tool that I highlight at the start of all of my Grand Arena streams. It's the one with the graphs giving you an easily understood sense of your opponent's offensive and defensive tendencies. Anybody can use that tool for free to scout their opponent's last week of Grand Arena history, but only patrons can build out a custom report with any number of weeks. You get a downloadable HTML version of that report with embedded links that'll take you right back into Swigga.gg or Insight, whichever you prefer to use, just helping you further minimize and focus your scout. Alternatively, you might go for the Hot Utils Patreon, aka Chili subscription, which is your #1 tool for mass mod management and loadout creation. Nothing else lets you switch so easily between your Grand Arena, TB, TW, and Raid mods. You can use it like TJ and Fatal do to comprehensively remod your roster with the powerful automation feature. You can slice through hundreds of mods in seconds, help out your guild in TW, so much more. No wrong way to go at VIP Access Plus. Thank you to all my patrons here. VIP Access Premium is $15 a month for the Double Bot bundle. So Patreon access for me, OmegaBot, and Hot Utils, all in one price. Just going out and getting both of those bots anywhere else costs the same as this triple bundle, which is why so many of my patrons say this is one of the best values in the game. Thank you so much to all of my patrons here at VIP Access Premium. I know you enjoy the double bots. At the top of the list, in Jester's Club Elite, the one, the only Nomad's Reaper. A madman who pops in from time to time and drops hundreds of subs, thousands of biddies, carries hype trains, and whatever the hell else he feels like. Thank you so much for the incredibly generous support. And of course, Pills, who follows in the noble footsteps of Nomads, usually showing up towards the end of streams, and it could be 10 subs gifted here, 100 there. I never quite know what to expect, but it is always appreciated. Thank you so much, Pills. Special thanks goes out to the Lost Womp Rat, one of my patrons who has gone above and beyond the Call of Duty, not only for me, but for my community, helping all of us out with our tech-related issues, whatever they happen to be. So thank you so much for that, Womp. To Mrs. T, my wife, thank you for all you do in the background, whether that's bringing me something to eat or drink while I'm here on stream, or just keeping our daughter from tearing the house apart while I'm trying to be the very best like no one ever was at a phone game. I appreciate you. And of course, to my co-hosts on Plotting and Scheming, Dagger, TJ, Sasha, Aisha, and Fatal. Gentlemen, as always, it is a pleasure and a privilege to record our show together. Despite the pressures of work and family, you guys show up every week for our show, and I appreciate the hell out of it because I learn something every episode. Hopefully the feeling is occasionally the same for you, but regardless, it's not about us. It is about the viewers and listeners tuning in. It is rare that a day goes by that I don't get some type of comment or, DM thanking us for the discussions that we're having on the show, because folks are able to take some of that actionable intelligence out of it, apply it in their rounds, and help them win the day. So thank you guys for being part of the show. We're having the effect that we want with it, and I wouldn't change a thing. All right, back on over to the main scene, and we make ready to raid out. First, the YouTubers. Let's send you forward. Pass on the love shown to us. Let's see. Galaxy? Anybody else live for Galaxy? I guess not. Awkward. I guess I'm going to send you guys over to see Womprat. He's over on YouTube. It looks like he's playing some Space Marine 2. There's nowhere else to send you for Swugga, so catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. All right, setting up the raid over here on Twitch. Yeah, I thought I saw that Fatal was up. All right, he's still got... We're going to raid into him right now. Shields up, weapons online. We make ready to depart. All right, is that the button? There it is. All right, there's the raid button. Hit that button, folks. We're going to pile in on Fatal. Wow, we're going to more than double his viewer count. Thanks, guys. I know Fatal's got a lot to show for his Grand Arena matches, so I appreciate so many is stuck here with me till the bitter end. Again, great match. GG to Rockstar. We'll be back Monday afternoon, I think, for the round 3. Be on my Discord to find out exactly when I'm going to go live. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, it's been real. It's been awesome. Real awesome. Take care.